What's up, everybody? Caleb Wagner, aka Wags My Tag, coming back strong inside your eye. And today, since no one else is going to do it, I'm going to expose these Satanist slime bags that are worshiping the Baphomet and abusing young children. That's right, it might sound crazy, but it's happening as we speak. In Hollywood, there is 60-year-old men that are abusing young children sexually, mentally, emotionally. They're abusing them to steal their youth and make themselves feel good. This is absolutely crazy, but it's absolutely true. It's going on right now as we speak. It is ruining the lives of young children, and it will cause irreparable damage to their psyches, to their identities. And a perfect example of this is Aaron Carter. Recently, if you haven't heard, Aaron Carter has had a complete meltdown. If you don't know who Aaron Carter is, he was a popular pop star in the 90s, younger brother to Nick Carter, Backstreet Boys phenomena. Aaron Carter was picked and harvested at a very young age. I can only imagine how evil his parents are, selling his soul, his innocence, for a check, for a monetary gain. His parents sold him out. I'm talking about Aaron Carter because he had a meltdown recently. He was caught with drugs. He looks like a worm on meth. It's bad. If you look at the pictures all around me, it's bad. And this all stems from abuse when he was a child. Aaron Carter had to pay the price to get his fame. He might not even have wanted it, but it was forced upon him. His fame was forced upon him. They sexually abused him, and his mind will forever be rattled. I feel so badly for this kid. Even though he has millions of dollars, I feel so badly for this kid because he will never be able to get the innocence that was stolen from him back. It is a reality that there are evil people out there, and a lot of them live in Hollywood. They got Aaron Carter at a young age. They shuffled him around, they passed him around, they sexually abused him, they mentally abused him, they physically abused him. And now all of that evilness is spilling out into his later life. If you look at Aaron Carter now compared to then, it is absolutely unreal. The guy looks like a meth head that has just crawled out of the ground. He's got neck tattoos. This guy's messed up. He was caught with drugs. He just came out. It turns out he's a gay individual, but he was not comfortable enough to express himself. He was in the closet. All of this comes from guilt. All of this comes from an identity problem. All of this comes from him being abused while he was a Hollywood kid. They made him walk down the Nickelodeon Awards with a dog collar on. I have the picture right here. They ruined this kid's life. And now everybody's wondering, why is Aaron Carter, what's up with him, man? Like, why is he getting arrested? Why is he just now coming out as gay? They messed with this kid's head, and he'll never be able to repair it. I feel so bad for him. And it's only going to continue. Every Disney star, Michael Jackson, all these kids are just being shuffled around. They're being sent to CEOs' bedrooms, and then they get written a check the next day, and their parents are cashing half of it. There's just so much evil going on. There's people that are touching little kids. There's parents that are selling their kids. And it's never going to stop. There's always going to be people that are so heinous, that have no remorse. They're going to give their kids up for monetary gain. And we're going to see a lot of this, just spill out over into their adult lives. Aaron Carter, you got to ask yourself, the only reason I know this is a fact is because how did Aaron Carter get his spot? I used to listen to his CD all the time. It was dope. It had a star on it. It was the Aaron Carter Party of the Year. He crossed up Shaq. I was a fan of Aaron Carter, a big fan of Aaron Carter, because they pushed him on me. And Aaron Carter had to pay the price to get that fame. I feel betrayed. I feel like, because I mean, as a kid, I looked up to Aaron Carter. I thought he was a cool dude. I thought he was the man, dude. I mean, he was a young, rich, like good-looking kid. He had the world beneath him. He could do whatever he wanted. But with all that money, all that fame, all that success, it still results into him getting busted with drugs, getting, like, he doesn't feel comfortable enough in his own skin to even say that he likes boys. I mean, the guy had problems. You know, he was more worried about people disowning him or judging him because of his sexuality, right? Like, this guy has major mental problems. It's you could write a book about it. I mean, you could be a psychologist on all the things that are going on in his head, and you can't blame him for any of it, because when he was 10 years old, when he was 11 years old, he was being touched by these Hollywood executives. I feel for this kid, and I hope that you guys realize that all those kids on Disney Channel, all those kids on Nickelodeon, every child star that we've ever known has been subjugated to this evilness, this sexual abuse. Elijah Wood, the guy from Lord of the Rings, he talks about it. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio, you know that he's been under this scrutiny. You know that Justin Bieber, I like Justin Bieber, you know to get his spot, at some point, some old executive put his hands all over him. It's gross, guys. Hollywood is gross. It's real. It's hard to wrap your head around. It's like saying, no, those people don't do drugs. Those celebrities, they don't do drugs. They don't snort cocaine, and they don't snort heroin. I've seen them on the Teen Choice Awards. They wouldn't do something like that. No, they wouldn't abuse little children in Hollywood. No, parents wouldn't sell their kids, you know, for some movie roles. They wouldn't let that happen to their kids. They wouldn't let their kids go have a sleepover at a ABC executive's house. This world that we live in is crazy. The truth is way stranger than fiction will ever be. I made this video again to defend my boy Aaron Carter. You had no say in this. I know for a fact. The kid had to sell his soul, but he didn't even sign the contract. His parents, his brother's producer, manager, executive made sure that Aaron Carter was going to be damaged goods. This guy will forever have mental problems. This guy will forever be running from the abuse that they put upon him. I feel for him. I feel for every child actor. So I made this video just trying to enlighten the public, trying to tell you guys what's up, what's going down in Hollywood. How are these kids getting jobs? How are these kids getting millions of Instagram followers? Is it because they're super talented and they're the chosen ones? Or is it because these executives, these producers, these managers? Anyways, guys, this is Caleb Wagner, Wags My Tag, exposing the Illuminati, trying to give a voice to the voiceless, trying to help these people, even though you can't undo all this suffering. You cannot undo abuse. Caleb Wagner, keeping it real. Wags My Tag. Tell me what you think in the comments. Peace, guys. Stay safe.